Good morning, everyone. How you doing? Just in the middle of listing, which is a good thing. Hello, Chris. How you doing? Hello, Steve-O, Antoinette, and Damien. Hello, Ali. So yeah, I'm listing this thing. Very nice jacket, but it had some damage on it, which I don't know if you'll be able to see. Had a mark here. You can kind of just see it. So I'm still putting it on. I mean, I think someone will buy it and just like the look of it. I mean, it's a great looking biker jacket. Black Hills. Is that Black Hills of Dakota? Where Rocky Raccoon lives. So I had a look at solds, and there was one up for 100 and it went on offers. And there's one currently on for 75. I hope you can hear me. Is the sound all right? I'm pretty sure it's okay because I checked my microphone thing before I came in. So how to price it? I want it to sell, obviously. Yeah, where's that guy? Yeah, is someone trying to sell one for 75. Yeah, it's an XL. Mine's a size L. I think I might go. I was going to go 65. I might go 60. 59.99. I think that's the thing to do. Damien's listing. Hello, Neil. How you doing? Hope you're all right. Listing fix. Yeah, just get a few things on. Skilty, how you doing? Good to see you, William James. And Pete Retro and Phantom Scribe. So that one is on. It's been hanging around. It's just been like over there, not doing anything. So 60 quid. Bought it for 8. I did see the mark on it, so I was kind of aware of it, but yeah, let's go for that. Let's just fill up my photos. I generally like to put the 12 in, even if I'm repeating stuff. Let's go for that one and that one. Hello, Lee. How you doing? Trying to get my numbers up. Julie Pearson, good to see you. Laurel D. Oh, it's a hot one, isn't it? It's hot out there. Hello, Laurel. Just in the middle of saying hello, and the Monkey Thrifter. Yes, unbelievable. I mean, I've got the blinds down, and I'm going to pop out a little bit later to the post office, but that's about it. I've had a nice lolly already today. Hello, Pete. Happy chap. How you doing? I saw your haul. You were down at the A3. I just did my local one because I thought it was far too hot. Right. Let's get that on. Get it on. Bang a gong. I'm trying to do, I mean, as you know, I'm trying to do a bit more regular listing with my momentous momentum board piece of paper. I didn't do any listing yesterday. I was shattered. Although I did have I kind of like came out of my coma and watched the football, which was pretty good, wasn't it? Don't often watch England and think that was pretty good, but that was pretty good. And then we went and had like a picnic dinner up by Banstead Woods, which is very nice. That was a lovely thing to do, lovely evening. And I got in there thinking I should list really, but I thought, nah, screw it. I'll do it today. I'll do double today. Passed out at half time on the sofa. Hello, Pure Retro. Right, that's the first one done. Right, second one. This. I had a question on one of my videos. I don't think it was a serious question, but it was something like, hey, bro, I'm not going to lie, I don't know how you make money reselling, which is a very good point. I bought this for £1, and I will look it up on eBay. I've done this already. Let's have a look. Souls. One for £35, one for £50, one for £50, one for £57.62. Any currently on? Yes. One for 25, underpriced. One for 36. I will put it on for £50 for £1, even if it went for 30. That's pretty good ROI, isn't it? But yes, you do get things that don't work, and we'll come to some of those in a moment. Risk style technology. I don't mind this sitting for a bit. It'll sit for at least 3 months before the price gets adjusted. That'll go large letter. Large letter. We'll go small parcel. Tap Peddler. Tap Peddler. How you doing, Tap Peddler? Do check out Derek's channel. I've not done photos. I was going to say that's draft. $49.99. Right, something that is broken, but I quite like the look of this. I just liked it. Unfortunately, I have got his head, but you know, it's come off. Unfortunately, I don't know whether I could put it back in. It's only like this kind of squidgy plastic. But there's a few things wrong with this. Okay, firstly, has only got one symbol. Ernie is supposed to have a drum that he beats. I thought these were maracas at first, but no, they're not. He's supposed to have a drum. But they kind of work though, although I've squirted some WD-40 in there this morning, which has kind of got it going. I'm wondering if I can get this head in, because it's only like, you know, that sort of squidgy. Let's give it a go. Oh, you kind of assume that the person who'd had this before would have done this, but maybe not. I've got a pokey thing. I need a pokey thing. Pencil will do, I suppose. Talk amongst yourselves. Hello, Kathy. Hot glue gun. Yeah, I've got a hot glue gun downstairs. So I paid £2 for these. Oh, there we go. His head's in. The little, you know, it's popped in, the little shape. I'm going to argue with that. So I was looking on WorthPoint about these sort of things, and these are made in Spain. Sesame Street Dole Lot in Spain. They're called Epi and Blas. And of course, I don't pay for WorthPoint, so I've got no idea. But I did see, I think it was on like American eBay. I think this one was up for about 30. So I'm going to go for, what price would you go for? Let's see. I'm thinking of a price in my head. So bad condition, missing a drum, missing a cymbal. Think I've seen a good one of these, possibly with the box that went for 30. What would you do for the pair? And that foot's a bit shonky as well. Oh, you do 45. That's more than what I was going to do. You do 50 best offer. I wasn't going to do that either. I was going to do £30. Well, perhaps I'll do what JJ says. Although you should just find your own way, really. But seeing as you've gone for more, maybe I might go 40. I'll take 30. Do you want to buy them? Hi, everyone. If anyone wants to know about GPS, is that GSP? Go Vintage Freak. Lots of info. Oh, subtle plug. If it's about GPS systems and like satellite finding out where you are, then fair enough. But do correct me if it's GSP. Right, £5. Shut it. I'm going to try 40 then and see how they do. Right, Vintage Epi and Bernie and Ernie and Bert. Ernie, Epi, right, okay, copy that. Well, I went back to my Hook Road Arena boot fair yesterday. I haven't been there for a few weeks, so it's quite nice to go back. And I was also aware that a few other resellers I know were going elsewhere. So I thought, well, this is quite nice. I can just be old school when I didn't know any resellers, and I could just go in and be myself. Although, of course, I did see a few people there that I know. And I saw my Hornby man, which is always a bonus, seeing as it was blinding hot. And I saw him, because last time I saw him, I spent all my money and went home, and I was home within like 40 minutes of leaving the door. And I pretty much did the same. I did go around twice, but I spent the majority of money on Hornby, which I am more than happy to do. He does quite good prices. But Luke, who's in the chat, I normally see him at Hook or at local boot fairs. He went down the A3. I know Happy Chap 84 went down the A3. And I saw your haul, Happy Chap, all those consoles you got. Hope they work. I bought a PS2 the other day, and it didn't even power on, which I've never had before. So I was slightly gutted on that. But I've taken the laser out, and I'm going to try and plonk this in a silver PS2, where it's only reading CDs. What I didn't know was, you see those two screws on this for the technically minded. There's two lasers in here. There's two screws there at the bottom. Those two, just by my finger. They're the potentiometers for the DVD and the CD laser. So just like with GameCubes and Dreamcast and stuff like that, you can try and adjust the laser, but it's not likely it's going to work. DB Resellers is having a right issue with GSP at the moment. Yeah. I'll tell you what I'm having an issue with. My focus. No, there we go. Back in the room. And I'm having an issue with people buying stuff. I'm talking to you now seriously. It's people buying stuff. Normally international sales. Not paying. And eBay seemed to have taken away the resolution center. So you can sort of item not paid. You clicked on whatever it was. So I've got like about 6 items. I've got 7 items awaiting payment. And what do you do? Because normally I would just, I'll give them a few days. I'm not like, got to pay in 24 hours, but, I'd give it like 3 or 4 days. And if they haven't paid, I'll click on the old, whatever it is to start the eBay process. And that normally takes a couple of weeks. So what do you do with stuff that's awaiting payment? I've got some guy in Puerto Rico saying, when are you going to send me your A-Team sticker album. And I'm like, I don't ship to Puerto Rico. I'm not sending it. 4 days close and is anyone sort of telling me what to do? Yeah, I don't like cancelling. Wait 4 days and then cancel with the option buy didn't pay. Okay. Well, let's do that now. Thank you, team. Got my back here. Okay, let's have a look at this. Well, it's an old pair of trainers, but this is a guy in the UK, and I've got a feeling that he's going to pay. He's just being a bit of an idiot. Okay, cancel order. What's your reason for cancel? Buyer hasn't paid. Submit. Excellent. All right, well, I'll do the rest of those later. Thank you very much. You heard it here. I won't say first, but you heard it here. That's how you do it. Right, let's get Bert and Ernie on. Bert and Bernie. I love them. I just love them. I mean, even if they don't make any money, it's just, I love this sort of thing. Much better than some of the rubbish I pick up. So, okay. Create a listing. So let me know your good pickups this weekend. Like I say, I was happy with my Hornby. Got a few other nice bits as well. I really am in a bit of a mess at the moment, as Liz does tell me. So between kind of falling asleep, which I keep doing because I'm so knackered with the sourcing. So they put Ernie Eppie and Bert Blass. I think I might put Bert and Ernie, and Blass and Eppie. Because people will search for Bert and Ernie. They won't search for Ernie Eppie. Right, Bert and Ernie. Yeah, so I need to tidy up. I've got a couple of things I've got to go. Well, I've got about 11 things that have got to be sent out, but a couple of things that will be sent out today. Which are packed up and ready to go. I might pack a couple of other things up. I had a Walkman that sold for 90 quid, which was nice, and a mini display which sold for 100. So that was pretty nice. Sales were right, but I saw Ricky Lee came up on my Insta, and he got to 300 listings, and he was saying something I used to think actually about the number of listings. Got to get my number of listings up to 1,000, and I think it's only recently I've realised, mainly by sort of having a look at other people's stores and realising what am I doing. It's not the number of listings you have. How much you list is obviously important because you've got to feed the stuff in, but much more important to look at the number of items you've sold. So I've got 600 items, but I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind getting rid of a load of them. I'm doing sales this time next week. Like some of my stuff's going to be on 50% sales. So it's all like time based. It's like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%. And I really want to shift some stuff that's been hanging around. So I'm hopeful that'll happen. Some of the best shops are like 200 item shops. And as long as you can keep feeding that, and as long as you can get the sales out of it, that's probably the best shops to have. So I dropped him a message. I saw Damien dropped him a little message as well. Similar sort of thing, really. It's not the number of items. It's a regular listing and the regular selling. So, yeah, I think look at items that are sticky and try and get rid of them. But, it depends on the item. Maybe a rare item that you're happy for it to sit around. Maybe a tiny little item. If I'm selling that for £5 million and, I'm only going to get a buy for it every 3 years, I'm quite happy just sticking that in a drawer. But if it's something like some, deck chair. I probably want to shift it. Don't think I've ever managed to get above 500. Yeah, it's not the number of listings, Pete. Definitely not number of listings. Not important, really. Okay, collectibles. Is there a Sesame Street section? There's not. Animation merchandise. Is it animation? Not quite sure where to stick this. Let's stick it in there. If you can get up to 1,000 listings, then you've got 1,000 items that haven't sold. This is, yeah, you're thinking on my wavelength here, because I think what did it for me was, you know, looking at other people's turnover. Now, of course, turnover you can't tell anything from as well, but at least it's some sort of, you know, bit of a. Sorry, I'm just changing this title. It's a bit of an indication of where you are. But if like I've got 600 listings, and I don't think my turnover is any more than what it was. Well, it is actually. It probably is a little bit more, but you're relatively speaking, it's not like twice as much as it was when my listings were 300. You know. So yeah, it's all about selling it. Chris, I've always had the opinion that the more items you had listed, the more chance of finding buyers. Yeah, you don't think it's true? I would say the more items, I'll just change one word in that, the more items you get listed, not have listed at any one time. So I would say if you're in a situation where you're doing 3 listings a day and their total value is like £50, someone who's doing 10 listings a day, value £20, has got a better chance, as long as the listing, the price is realistic. So that's why I'm really, really looking at stuff that's been hanging around the store and keeping the store fresh. Yeah, Chris, I have 600 lots of SHIT as well. Yeah. Right. Yeah, Williams cleared it down as well. Yeah, it's what's the word? I can't think of the word, but an efficient, lean store. I mean, obviously you are going to get some crap that doesn't sell, and that's it. But it's being realistic, and you know, I'm so looking forward to my sales and having that. You know, I've got this regular process now that, depending on how long it's been in the store, every month it will be, you know, we'll be there 3 months, then going to 10% sale, and then the next month, you know, it will go. So it will try at the price I put it on for 3 months. It will try 3 months at 10% off. It will then try 3 months at 20% off, 3 months at 30% off. So, you know, after about a year, I think it's like about 40 or 50% off. After 18 months, it's 15% off. So, yeah. So we shall see. That my sales start on the 20th. I'm doing promos as well. And for new in, 10%, 20%, 30%, I'm doing 1% promo. And stuff that's been sitting around longer than a year, which is stuff that's going on a 40 and 50% sale, that is suggested promo rate, capped at 5%. So we will see. We will see. I'll probably be absolutely stressed out when it all sells and I've got to pack all the stuff. So it's weird how you kind of opinion changes on things. I do want to see my turnover up. I want to see it at a minute. It's gone up recently, but for that 90 days, I want it to be minimum 10k. And like I say, I do have good profit on items. You know, £1 to £50. I have good profit. You know, it's generally my sort of thing. But I'm beginning to find, like, I've got the one thing I've got going for my store is I've got 600 items. I've just got to sell them, you know. Stuff has been selling now. Right, what am I doing? What am I doing? Right, this is toys and games. Okay. Oh my God, how am I going to describe the description of this? I don't really know. Right, Bert has one symbol missing and a bit of. Right, let's just start with has some wear. Has quite a bit of wear. Has loads of wear. And with all this sourcing, I really have found I've been not doing as many videos as I would like, but I'm not really going to stress out about that because, you know, the sourcing is the important thing. The core business is the important thing. I'd love to just do YouTube and, you know, tell you how it's all done. But, yeah, definitely focusing on sourcing at the moment. Right, Bert has a pull on his top. And only has one symbol. Only has. God, he's very rusty. Look at that. Got a rusty leg. Bernie is missing. I'm going to put this on for 35. I don't think it will get 40. It's his drum, and there's 1 foot loose. Foot loose. I can see this being fairly long tail. I'll look at the number of views it kind of gets and see how we go with it. Boom, boom, boom. But the main thing with reselling is really, I mean, obviously you want to make a minimum amount of money. There is a level I wouldn't want to go under, but it's for me, it's the enjoyment of it and the freedom are the main kind of like. It sounds silly saying this. Obviously, you want to earn money, but I don't think I want to bust my gut to earn millions doing this. Let's stick this on offers. But you want to be as efficient as possible, and yeah. If you list good items, they sell quick. Yeah, it's bad buys and dead stock. Got a rusty leg, yeah. Phrase of the day. Right, okay, so that's that. Yeah, stock is, I mean, I've found this year the stock has been trickier to get, to be honest. Overpriced listing, yeah, unrealistic. Have a look at I mean, a couple of those. That chest might be overpriced considering what's on there at the moment, but I'm kind of okay to wait for a little bit with that, and I'm going to have a look at those other listings. Maybe they've got like a pawn missing or something. What else have we got? I picked up these. Does anyone know about Pokemon? I think these are probably worth absolutely nothing because they look very recent. It's got a Lunala figure. One of these has got a tiny little hole in the back. They were £1.50 for the 2. I just, you know, I thought, well, let's have a look. It's a large parcel. It's called Galio. From my memory, that's quite a good one. No Pokemon things. I remember my son getting a card with Solgaleo on. He was rather pleased. Bit of a special Pokemon. Right, figure. I think that's what there's. Someone's selling it £10 new. Someone's selling it £54 new. What's that about? Right, let's have a look at solds. Crisps. No one's got a. Let me filter this on condition. No one's got a new one. Oh. £8.99. What's that? Yeah, they look like they're about £9 each. Monster collection. There's so many of them. I don't know whether I've got the right thing here. I think I have. 2.3-inch Go action figure. Is that what it is? So I'll probably put these two on for £15 plus postage. So that's £1.50 to £15. Who was it? It was the Monocle. We've got 10 Mewtwo's. Jeepers creepers. Couldn't believe it when that came up on my Instagram. 10 Mewtwo's. I mean, how chuffed would you be with that? I've only ever had two Mews. One was a Mew Zoom, and I think the other one might have been a Mewtwo. But yeah, not something I see around that often. Right. So one like this. Yeah, I'll go £15 for a pair of those. With postage. Now I'm going to say new. I mean, look at that. Look at that tiny hole. I'm going to say new on it. I always feel a bit risky doing that, but look, you can't get in there, so yeah, new. If there's a new other, I might do new other. There's not. Okay, I'll put a little thing in the description. Right, Pokemon Sun, Moon, Solgaleo, Lunala. Figures. Boy's birth, kid's birthday gift. Someone's gone crazy on their keywords. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see how the sales go. I think with it quite good with, really for the last year and a bit because of, lockdown and Christmas. Obviously, Christmas is always good. And I was a little bit worried that sort of come February, March, things on the store would calm down, and they did for me. But that's for other sort of like personal reasons, with me not being able to list as much as I normally would. And really, for the last few months, I've been trying to sort of get back into it, so and increase those levels, and really step up a gear, go up a level from turnover of around sort of 3,000 to turnover over 4,000 with similar profit, and that's why I'm trying to turn over sort of, if it was regularly between 3.5 and 4, it would make that 10k in the 90 days, that kind of thing. So I'm a little bit below that at the moment. Right. It's interesting, listen to other people, because a lot of people talk about, picking up the right stuff in knowledge. And I think my knowledge is good. I've got a good amount of experience and to spot stuff in a wide range of things. Obviously, it can always improve. But you do get a sense of like what is out there, and has there been more stuff readily available in previous years? And my feeling is it's a bit more difficult, but what you have to do with that is just adjust and find other solutions. So it's always a bit of a challenge. Okay, save that as draft. Hello, Mike. How you doing? Right, let me have a quick look at the chat. And William, you can't see what they are. It's just a small couple of toys in the packet. So Damien is, every time he relists, when he sells similar, he recomps. Yeah, I take it you mean you look at each thing. Yeah, you've got to go for the selling rate, really. It's always good when it sells, even if you have gone cheap on it. Sometimes items that nobody is really interested today, in a couple of years, you can't sell quick enough. Yeah. Yeah, Neil, I know you do cameras, and to get 10 Mewtwo's is absolutely bonkers. Hello, Lee. How you doing, Cola Flipper? On his morning break. So this next one. Which one shall I do? Well, let's do this one. This is a bit of a disappointment, to be honest. So it's the first thing I picked up on Sunday, and I thought it looked okay. Vintage in the box. They wanted 10. I gave them 5 because it didn't have a power supply. It's got all the kind of bits and bobs, but it does look like it needs a bit of a clean. Well, I'll say it's got all the bits and bobs. That's just an empty box. So that's actually nothing. I don't think there's anything in there. But it's got all the packaging and polystyrene, which was, I kind of thought, well, that would be good for sending it. So it costs 5, and I was kind of thinking, well, it might be at least 40 quid on eBay. It's not at all. It is not. So I will do a quick search on eBay. Damien, you got another Mew, have you? Oh wow, that's incredible. I mean, I do look for Mews, but in 5 years of reselling, I've only found, like I say, one Zoom and one. I think it was probably a Mew 1. Every time I see an Olympus, camera case, I'm on it like a bonnet, and then I admit up it's some digital crap. So, right, so this disappointment. Truly disappointed with this. So Solds. There's one on bids for £3. We won't mention that one. What was it? PSS 21. Oh, I had to do it on research. Hang on, let me just research this copy. 5th of the season. It's absolutely bonkers. In some places you find them, in other places you just, like I say, and I haven't heard of any of the people I do boot fairs with finding Mewtwo's. So I probably know about like a dozen other resellers around here. And if they'd have picked up a Mewtwo, I would have heard about it. So yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's right. What's the old research thing gone? There it is. Never found one. Just one of those things, isn't it? All been Damien, all boot fair finds or charity shops, or because you never get one in a charity shop here. No, nice one, Simon. Everyone's finding the Mews. I don't want to know the pain. A Mew one, yeah, I've had a Mew one, yeah. Okay, so this terrible prices on this. So let's have a look at fixed price. All boot fairs, yeah. I think the most I can probably get for this is 20 quid, including the postage, which is a real disappointment, to be honest. Yeah, £20. But there you go. C'est la vie. We won't find one in Sutton, Pete. Yeah. Maybe I'll go down to, well, what have I been doing? I've been doing my boot fairs around, over in kind of like Hayes, Kent, rather than Hayes the other way. And also down in down south in deepest, darkest Surrey, you kind of hope you might find one. A Yahi. Nice. Yeah, I tend to pick up any compact camera, as long as it looks half decent. Because, if they're £2-3 quid, it's worth taking the chance on. How would you know you never see one in a charity shops? Yeah, well, I don't go in charity shops anymore because I know all of my local charity shops research on eBay, so they know about Mewtwo's. They anything that's half decent, they will send off to their eBay listing teams, and there's nothing in the shop. So yeah, trust me, Lee, I've been in there at least 2 or 3 times a week for the last 4 years, and when you've spent about 2 years of that wasting your time and not getting anything, or buying stuff that then costs you money, you suddenly decide that you come to the conclusion that, like I said in my last stream, it's like someone's got all their crap together and has said, do you want to come around and waste like a couple of hours going through it, and if you buy something you're guaranteed to lose money. Yeah, I used to go out 2 or 3 times a week charity shops and be spending 200 quid at a time, but it's a waste of time now. So there may be the odd one that is good, and there are always exceptions to the rule, but it's not worth it around here. And it's different in different places. I know Kieran gets some great stuff, but honestly, when you've had enough bad experiences, you jack it in. Right. So I'll go for £15 on this, £5 postage. Oh, Kieran, I was just talking about you. In a good way. Yeah, just people are saying about, Mewtwo's and finding of them, and people have found loads. I was just saying that, your charity shop's really good in your area, which is brilliant, really. You have to take advantage of what you have around you. My charity shop's not too good. All right, Ashley, how you doing? Good to see you. Right, that's that done. Right, got a mini disc player. Quite a nice one. It has played a mini disc, but it hasn't consistently played a mini disc. So it's a very, very nice player. I was tempted to buy a mini disc cleaner, but reading about them, I don't think they're really that a great thing to have. It's like those old tape cleaners; they're not that good for the tape head, to be honest. So I could take this apart and get a little, alcohol swab and clean the head myself. But to be honest, I can't be asked because I've done it before, but they are quite a lot of work, and you kind of risk mucking the whole thing up. So I'm just going to sell it as spares repairs, but sort of say it has played the disc, but it's a little temperamental. So, Rummage is blessed with charity shops. Yeah. You haven't been to a car boot in 6 weeks. Amazing. Yeah, well, I saw what you thought of Brighton. It's a little bit of a shock. I mean, I go down towards that way, towards kind of like, I've done Reigate. I did Reigate because I thought these are posh and I don't mind paying the money if I get some really good labels. But it was all the same old crud for more money. So that was no good at all. So yes, car boots for me and a few other things I'm trying. Right, let's have a look at this. God, I'm getting hot in here. 40 minutes to go before I can go and get a lollipop. Right, so this is an AWA XR MD 85. I don't think there are any sold on XR MD. I had a quick look when I bought it. There are similar things. 85k. Is it an 85k? Oh, it is an 85k. Okay. So he's selling his spares for 50 quid. So let's have a look at what he says. Power's on, but not tested further. Not connected to speakers. Cassette door is damaged, does not close. Has some sticky tape on one side. No functions tested. Do not know if working on it. We'll just test it. Speaker fronts have come out. He's selling it with the speakers, is he? Crazy fool. Right, that looks in a bit of a state. No refund. No returns. No negative feedback. I hope it's not anyone in the chat. I'm sorry, mate. You're selling on eBay. You will take a return if one pops up. You suck it and see. Brian was all right, yeah. More expensive than you're used to. Yeah, don't mind spending money on the right item. But like I say, my charity shops, it's ridiculous because you went through a stage where you got the bargains, then went through a stage where the stuff was more expensive, but you were willing to pay for it if it was the right item. And now I'm at the stage where the items aren't even there because, they're going, oh, it's a good one, send it off to the online store for listing. And it's not even there. It's crazy. Oi, oi. Shell's World is in. How you doing, Shell? Good to see you. How's your morning? Lovely and sunny. I bet it's sunny everywhere. Right, let's have a quick look at solds on this. Yeah, there's not a sold same model. Let's quickly hit the research tab. So my that guy's trying to sell one for 80, which looks totally beat up. So I'm thinking at least he's trying to sell it for 50. Sorry. So I'm thinking at least 60. Nothing on Terapeak. That's a bit unusual. Okay, well, let's have a quick look at Google. Oh, I hope you're all right, Shell. When I broke my arm, I went into A&E and I was there for like it must have been about 3 hours. And I was going, excuse me, can I please see someone? I'm about to be sick and faint. So eventually they got someone to look at me. That was coming off my bicycle. Right. Oh, I don't know. Let's just get this list. It's $64.99. I think I'll go for with a bit of a flaky mini disc player. I think that's fair enough. See you later, Lee. Take it easy. Have a nice day. I'm actually thinking about taking Wednesday off my midweek boot fair, which would be unheard of, really. It depends how sorted I can get with all my messiness. What have they put? Rare AWA. Let's take rare out. I do need to check the cassette on this, actually. I haven't checked the cassette. I mean, people only want this for the mini disc, really. Selling it with the speakers, it's just a bit daft, to be honest. Right, small electrical, new in. I'll say for parts, mini disc does play sometimes, but is a little temperamental. Right, I'll have to check the other stuff later. $64.99. So yeah, at the moment I'm trying to keep more consistent with my listing. Always a good thing to do. Ooh. And I'm trying to do around about £150 worth of stock listed every day. So if I can get these ones up and on, I already have done a little bit of listing this morning. So what's that in drafts? That's 65, 70, 80, 95, 130, 180. So it's 180 done just there. So that's pretty good. See you, Nacho. And what have I already done? I didn't see Nacho come in. Didn't say hello to him or her. He was in and out like a whippet. I've done that jacket, so that's another 60. So what's that? It's 230, and I've done a few games. So like I'm over. I've got a well over 150. Perhaps I'll say some of these for tomorrow. But I didn't do anything yesterday, so really I should be hitting 300. So if I do miss a day, as long as I make it up in the week, that's all right. I mean, 150 a day over a week. That's almost £1,000 a week. So it's quite a lot. So we shall see. Weather reporting from Damien that it's potentially raining down south. Thanks, Damien. I didn't know that. I will look at the weather then, and we'll do Wednesday if it looks like the weekend's going to be a washout. Again, valuable information. Neil is resizing a box. You've stabbed yourself in the elbow pit. What's an elbow pit? Is it this bit? Got to be, isn't it? That's an armpit. That's an elbow. I've never heard that phrase, an elbow pit. Well, if your buyer finds a finger in there or like half an arm, it's just a bonus. Just a Brucey bonus. Right, that's all I'm doing for the moment. I've got 5 minutes left, so any questions, shoot away. Anything you want to ask me, apart from Shell. Shell's not allowed to ask anything. List every day. Yeah, well, that's the plan, Lee. But if like yesterday, I just didn't manage it because of football and everything, and I should have done. I had some drafts. I should have put them on. Reseller dens. If you want to earn £100 a day, do you put that on eBay to that value? Yeah, I would say it's got to be a minimum of that, really. If you want that every single day, and the way to do it is just to try it. If you like I say, if you list £100 worth of stock a day, and those are realistic prices, and you do that for 3 months, and then see what your sales are, and then maybe up it to 150 a day and see what your sales are. The only way to do it is just to try and tinker with it. But you're not going to get anywhere if you like have huge like bits of time where you're not listing, and then list a few bits and then expect your sales to come. You have to work it, as you all know. This quality chair, do you know what, Neil? I'm gutted. This was like, I got this not too long ago, and then I'm blaming my son on that and his fusty head. I'm sure he's caused that deterioration. I haven't got enough hair to do that, but he's been sitting here playing Fortnite, and it's probably caused it to wear away. Yeah, not happy with it. This was so much better than my old chair, which was a £3 chair. What's my favourite brand of packing tape is the stuff I get off Amazon for like 26 rolls in a box for however much it costs. The brown stuff. I don't use a tape gun, which may be a bit controversial. I think it's a bit of a boy toy, and the only thing I will recommend is a very, very good pair of scissors. I do use a lot of sellotape, so if I'm packing a thing, I use my sellotape like a third hand. Just stick that there, and then later on go over with brown tape. That's my routine. So yeah, do you only stick to your local charity shops or travel far? I don't do charity shops. I've given up on them. I used to travel to them, but like I was saying a bit earlier, around here in the past 2 years, all they've done is kind of wasted my time. So I might pop in occasionally if one's there, but I used to spend a couple of £100 in charity shop on a regular basis, but the last couple of years has been gradually getting worse. Since lockdown, it's become apparent that they're not even stocking. They're skimming all the good stuff off. So I talked about that earlier. Reseller Dent is going full time in July. Oh, well, good luck to you. Set yourself some goals. Get yourself, I thought that said mascara. Get yourself an anti-masochistic chair. An anti-macassar. Perhaps that's a brand of chair. Or an anti-macassar. Oh, let me just Google what's an anti-macassar. I think I might know what it is. An anti-macassar. Yeah, it's one of those things you used to get on the trains, and they just put a little kind of like serviette over. I might get an anti-macassar. How could you not use a tape gun, you heathen? Yeah, I've got some stick for this, but no. I'll tell you what, if you do use a tape gun, get a good one. I think I went off a tape gun because I bought one. It wasn't very good, and it just ended up making more mess. But good pair of scissors. Pure Retro picked up a good combi in the BHF. Still worth a look. I don't mind looking if it doesn't waste my time or it doesn't cost me money. So I'm literally like, but it has wasted my time. You need to try different areas. Well, I have tried a lot of different areas. So you're quite near me. Well, let me know where you go. But I've tried in, I've tried out, I've tried around and about. You know, I used to do a couple of times a week. I'd go out for a morning and do it. So, but yeah, I'm finding my sourcing is better elsewhere. I've never had eBay tape. Yeah, I always get the either the poly mailers or the bubble mailers when I spend my £10. No, I'm not Epsom, AJ. I'm quite near Epsom. That's Peter Ray, who will also moan occasionally about the charity shops. But yeah, drop me a message on Insta. Let me know where you source. I won't go and source there, but I'll just be interested. Right, we're over the hour. Thank you everyone for coming in. Yeah, not that I've been doing a lot of videos, but try and keep this one going. Every Monday, you have to suffer for an hour with me. Have a brilliant week. Blinding hot. Got Scotland playing tonight, so I think my dad always goes on about he's the rightful heir to the throne of Scotland. So I suppose I should be supporting them a little bit. That should be exciting. Yeah, and enjoying the football at the moment. I've got some terrible teams in our sweepstake, but there you go. Right, have a great weekend, all. I'm off for a lollipop. Take care. See you soon.